Nick Reiner, the son of Rob and Michele Reiner, has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of murder charges in the deaths of his parents. The grand jury indictment was unsealed yesterday. This is a major step toward the trial and allows prosecutors to skip California's preliminary hearing process. And if convicted, Reiner will face the death penalty or life in state prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors say they will decide whether to seek the death penalty at a later date. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman is here to help us break this all down. Katrina, walk us through the charges and why a grand jury indictment is beneficial for prosecutors.
Mugo, this is such a tragic story, but
Yeah.
Nick Reiner is now being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. But what's important is there's also these special circumstance allegations added. One of those includes an allegation that he was lying in wait. And what that goes towards is premeditation, that he was actually waiting for them to come home and then commit this murder. There's also another one saying that he used a dangerous and deadly weapon, which is a knife. We haven't gotten a lot of details out of this indictment, but the fact that this grand jury has now indicted Nick Reiner means that, as you mentioned, they will be able to skip this preliminary hearing where they would have had to present evidence to the public, and it really fast tracks things more to going to a trial. It's also important to note that Nick Reiner is currently being defended by a public defender. He lost his private defense because he couldn't afford to pay them, and he is currently trying to get access to a trust, which he says he was supposed to receive a couple of years ago so that he can try to get better representation or private representation.
Katrina, on a separate case here, Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, is back in court tomorrow. What's going on there?
That's right. So this hearing was called very last minute for tomorrow. CBS News has confirmed that it is to discuss a possible plea deal, Mugo. And now the New York Times is reporting that Luigi Mangione plans to plead guilty at tomorrow's hearing. CBS News has not yet confirmed this. That's something that we're working on. And it's important to note that it's something that could change. It could change before the hearing. It could change during the hearing. So we are still looking into this, but it's very likely that tomorrow we will learn about whether federal prosecutors and Luigi Mangione have reached a plea deal. And then that could potentially have an impact on the upcoming state case. It wouldn't necessarily make it so it couldn't move forward completely, but it would very likely put it on hold and lead to some litigation. Whether would it be double jeopardy if Mangione pleads guilty in federal court and then is still forced to face a state trial? Those laws are complicated. It's not totally clear which way it would go, but again, it would very likely move this state trial, which is supposed to start in less than a month.
Wow. Okay, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much for your time.